Hey, what's up? This is Joe. I'm in Hoi An, Vietnam, and I wanted to make this video to share with you a little bit of the Vietnamese Lunar New Year. Everybody absolutely goes crazy making preparations for this, and then they get the next week off to do whatever they want. Travel, spend time with family, and of course eat lots of delicious food. So largely as a result of my efforts to learn the language, I met several friends along the way. One of whom was a girl named Natalie, who after I mentioned that I was interested in renting a motorcycle or taking a motorcycle trip, she said, hey, I've got a scooter. We loaded up this little scooter and took this crazy journey down to the Mekong Delta. So it's just so interesting to get to see how these people live and how the Vietnamese prepare for this very special time of the year. With that being said, enjoy the show. After being fed copious amounts of food in Long Hoa, Dow and I shared a cab back to Saigon. Here she'd be staying with some friends in Binh Thanh district, and I'd be doing my own thing, although I wasn't really sure what that was yet. We arrived late, and preparations were underway for a very special dish.
You can say bánh, bột, lọc.
Lọc.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay, water.
yeah,
Milk.
water.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Before we cook.
Okay. Ooh.
So that's what it looks
That's
like.
coconut?
No, it's
Or
rice.
rice? Oh, that's rice. Sticky rice?
Yeah.
No.
So have a color một màu khác.
Mộc mao ha?
Yeah.
Okay.
Space. Cay.
Yeah, guy.
Cay.
Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
like
Spicy?
Cay.
Okay.
Ít cay.
Okay. Okay.
It's a little. This is spicy. This is less spicy.
I like she gives enough nook, Mom.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't give you enough.
No, they don't.
One of the most elegant dishes in the Vietnamese repertoire, this translucent dumpling made with shrimp and pork belly quickly became one of my favorites. From the moment I tried it, I was completely hooked.
Ngon lắm.
Oh.
Wait.
With the less spicy. A little bit. Worried about not today, but the next day. No, that's what I'm afraid of. Translucent, pork, shrimp.
Yeah. It's a
Can't beat it.
fun plate.
You didn't really think we weren't going to be eating anything else tonight.
I knew that we were.
The only problem with Vietnamese food, I got a boom thaw.
Go here, here.
Lá.
Lá.
Not doing?
Banana leaf.
Banana leaf, okay.
Mình không ăn.
You can't eat it.
Okay. If you eat, you
You die.
not die.
No,
We've been doing nothing but eating for the past week. Every day.
every day. 5 times a day.
I'm
Ơi.
calm.
Cái đâu? Cái đâu ơi? Ăn cơm. Cái đâu ơi? Tiêu. Cái đâu ơi?
Mỏi.
Đảo.
Đau chân. Wow.
Ooh. It's always a little tricky being the guest in a Vietnamese home. After being stuffed to capacity, the food just kept on coming.
So this is really cute. I gotta take a picture of that one.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think the people are trying to kill me.
Chè.
Chè? Tôi nước.
Saigon. Saigon River.
Coconut milk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So she just poured some milk all over the balls. Kind of like that.
Thật là phô thiệt.
Seeds.
Đúng á.
Don't worry. The next morning, I could barely fit through the door. I said goodbye to Dow and took a cab to District 1. When I arrived, the scene was total chaos. everybody was scrambling to get ready for Tet Holiday, a week-long celebration of the Vietnamese New Year. Almost everywhere I looked, there was something happening. So out here in Vietnam, things just tend to just pop out at you when you're just going about your business, walking around. So all these bonsai trees just popped out of nowhere. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, like breathtakingly beautiful. The smell is so sweet, it's almost like honeysuckle. So this is like, it's like Ban Chung?
Yeah,
But it's
bánh chưng
ban-
Vietnamese.
It's for Tet, only for Tet
Yeah.
holiday?
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about this. It's basically it's like rice and pork and everything else.
Bexia
That's kind of-
Vietnamese.
Okay, yeah.
Malay vô kinh đó. Nó không ăn được.
Look at that. That is
Yes.
beautiful. Banana leaf, gelatinous,
Yeah,
sticky rice,
okay,
filled with
right.
pork, hail.
Yeah, no, yeah, this.
Yeah. All right, so this is Ban Chung.
Yeah.
Ban Chung.
Can you
They're so shy. Okay, you voted for me?
Yeah, Malay.
This was the one thing
Yeah.
I really wanted to try more than anything. So
Yeah,
here we go.
okay. How you feel? Very good.
While I considered myself very blessed to be trying this traditional dish, it wouldn't be the last time. So this is an actual tree. I mean, these are actual trees. I mean, you first look at them, they're so perfect. They look like they would be fake, but walking past them, you just get this really sweet, flowery smell. They're all lit up nice. I guess they're doing this for the Tet holiday. I don't think they're always like this, but how cool is that? Just kind of leaving the root system and everything in the bag and throw it on the street. All right, so this is the lobby of my hotel. They just invited me to come and eat. So, chúc mừng năm mới. Xin chào. The folks running this hotel just ended up being some of the nicest, down-to-earth people. It was a real honor to share this meal. They have this beautiful banquet because it's the New Year, and this is Ban Chung. Bang chung. And then spring rolls, all kinds of delicious stuff. Thank you so much. Xin cảm ơn. I always say the best way to make friends in a new culture is by learning the language. So for me to read in Tiếng Viet, has to be books for kids. Natalie had the next week off of work, so she offered to show me around Saigon and help me out with my Vietnamese. All right, so we're hanging out in Saigon, District 1. What's the name of this street? Wing Hoa. No, I completely pushed it. That's wrong?
Yeah, that's Vĩ Hoa. Vĩ Hoa.
Wing Hoa. Wing Hoa. Yeah. So anyway, we're hanging out. Everybody's getting ready for the holiday. The Lunar New Year is upon us. I think tomorrow's the first day of Tet, right? 2 more days. Yeah. So everybody's out and about. Everybody's off of work pretty much already, right? And so lots of festivities going on. So this is the year of the cat, I guess, based on the Chinese horoscope. So there's cats everywhere. Now, I've spent a lot of time in some pretty exotic places. If you drop me almost anywhere in Mexico or Latin America, I'll assimilate pretty quickly. But Southeast Asia was a whole other story. Nothing could have prepared me for the total visual and auditory onslaught, and my mind struggled to compare it to something I was familiar with, but to no avail. I was the new kid in class yet again, and if I was going to understand this culture, I sure had my work cut out for me.
Oh, they give you 3 bánh mì.
3. We got an extra bánh mì.
Yeah. 3 ổ bánh mì.
Bao bánh mì.
3 ổ
Bao ổ.
bánh mì.
Bánh mì.
Wow.
That's a lot. I don't know what you're going to eat.
No, this is you eat.
Oh, that's for me? Okay.
This is mine.
That's roast duck. Vit, they call it? Vit Hoa.
Vịt quay.
Vit Hoa. Roasted duck with the ever popular banh mi. Crusty on the outside. That's a good banh mi. Look at this roast duck. Man, I could never afford this in the States. My adopted tour guide was absolutely ruthless in getting me to an understanding of the language.
Yep. Oh.
Oh.
Ừ.
Ooh.
Ừ.
Ooh.
Ừ.
Ooh. One of the things that you guys have probably seen in videos is this right here. What do they call that? Mola. It's like the dragon. A dragon or a lion?
More lion.
It's more of a lion, but sometimes it looks like a dragon. So there's a man standing on the top of that mole. He's just standing up there balancing as he does his acrobatics. As per Vietnamese tradition, Natalie rushed off to be with her family. Meanwhile, I rushed off to see the fireworks. This is one of the more interesting transformations that I've ever seen for a city. Basically, As you've seen, usually Saigon is just completely crazy, full of traffic. Once the fireworks started going off, all the traffic just stopped pretty much. It went from like totally chaotic city to being actually very tranquil and calm. The man running the hotel had come to my room earlier with a huge grin on his face and asked if I'd have dinner with him. I can only guess that since I'd made an effort to connect in his own language, I'd won him over in some way. When I returned at midnight, he was deep in prayer, making offerings and burning the last of the year's bills and paperwork. Chúc mừng năm mới. Okay. Much of this whole process has been sort of an information gathering deal for me because no matter how much I learned, I didn't really know anything until I actually came here and talked to some of the people and got some kind of an understanding, but I've still got so much more to learn. Around 2 a.m. there was a knock on my door and I was invited to come downstairs. Xin chào. Ok. Chúc mừng năm mới.
Khổ qua.
Khổ quá.
Ăn để cho qua cái khổ.
Ăn để cho qua khóa.
Ăn để cho qua cái
Ăn để cho qua cái
khổ.
Khổ.
Đây là trái khổ qua.
Đây là trái khổ quá.
Yeah.
Okay, good enough. So this is the bitter melon that grows on the tree, stuffed with hale.
Heo.
And then that's more hale and beef, bò.
Bò. Yeah.
And then more banchum. Yeah.
Giò.
Da.
Giò.
Giò.
Giò, đúng.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's been down here praying, burning the last of the bills, making sort of an offering with the whiskey and everything. So, xin cảm ơn. First toast of the new year.
Chúc mừng năm mới. Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Like all good road trips, this one happened with zero planning. I had mentioned wanting to rent a motorcycle, and since Natalie had the next week off, she suggested we take her scooter. She insisted on riding us through Saigon, where we would pick up the trail to Can Tho, a city in the Mekong Delta famous for floating markets. But you don't trust me?
No.
Any reservations I might have had about taking a back seat through Saigon were quickly thrown out the window as Natalie whizzed through the traffic with a surgical precision. Okay. All right, so I think she finally got tired enough that she's gonna trust me to drive. So we're about 3 hours away. I just looked at the map. Should be riding through some interesting country as we get into the Mekong Delta. You know where we're going? Turn right? Okay. After a quick side journey into the hinterlands, we managed to get turned around in the right direction.
Can you eat this?
What is it?
Rau.
Rau?
Like spicy.
Spicy, yeah.
But it's not like hot chili.
It's kind of like, it's got the exact flavor of cumin.
Yeah.
While in Saigon the traffic was pretty light, out here on the roads was another story. It seemed as if everyone had emptied out of the city and onto the highway, presumably getting the most out of their week off. Factoring in traffic and getting lost, this 3-hour ride was turning into an all-day adventure. Wow! Eventually we stopped looking at the clock and settled into a groove where one person would ride and the other look at the map. Around sunset, we pulled into Can Tho. This is a grill it yourself sort of a restaurant, and that looks like enoki mushrooms, scallops wrapped in bacon, and a little bit of cheese. And there's the octopus. They're all about it. All kinds of different hot pot, and in this case, grilling your own food. You know what would make this even better?
What?
A little bit of nook mom. I'm gonna make a wrap with some of the lettuce leaves, a little bit of kimchi, make kind of a roll.
Yeah.
Dip it in some of this delicious sweet sauce. We woke at 5 a.m. the next morning and headed for the floating market.
I don't know, just ask people. Dạ? Dạ đúng rồi. Gửi xe đâu vậy anh? Dạ dạ cảm ơn anh.
Chị Việt.
People's houses are just right on the water, and they've got a little boat outside that they use to do their stuff. Look at that.
Dạ. Ăn sáng ở đây mắc không chị? Ăn sáng ở đây mắc không? Ăn sáng ở đây mắc không? Okay, we can eat breakfast here.
Since almost all of Vietnam was taking the week off, there really wasn't a whole lot of floating market to be seen. Nevertheless, the journey provided a remarkable insight into a most unusual lifestyle in which many of the inhabitants live their entire lives on the water.
I think you are the only foreigner here.
Yeah. So we actually did not have the benefit of the life vest. I think they just brought the life vests out after we left. But I guess we know how to swim, so we would have been good anyway, right?
Yeah, but I think they asked for they feel a little bit unsafe.
Oh, they asked for it?
Yeah, they asked. That's why she saw the
Yeah.
It's just only 2 idiots.
Just in case, right? It's only us idiots that didn't ask for the life vest.
Yeah.
So usually this whole thing will be full of people selling all kinds of stuff, coffee, and I think everybody's off for Tet holiday.
Yeah.
But yeah, just what a fascinating way that these people live their whole lives out here on the water, just kind of going up and down the river, selling whatever it is that they have. While the floating market may have been closed, just on the banks of the river, the street market was in full swing. As you can see here, these vendors go to extreme lengths to keep their seafood alive and fresh as long as possible.
For one family or something, it's just not for sale, I guess.
Okay. Somebody's just growing it for themselves
Yeah.
to eat.
Yeah, I guess.
Hello. Come on. That's like
And noodles, the real meat.
sort of like sausage.
We use rice flavor.
Yeah.
Người trên đây đó người ta đi Sài Gòn rất là bán sáng là đi chợ nổi. Này cũng mới vừa xuống thành phố uống.
Step over here.
Oh, so they go to the
Other
fruit
side.
garden.
To the fruit garden.
Yeah, a lot of people go.
All the women in Vietnam think they're fat. There's no arguing with them, even if they look like that.
This is beef
That's beef?
in a leaf.
Betel nut leaf. Yeah.
Cái này nêm nướng.
Oh, it's raining.
Oh no!
Those, I forget the name, but it's basically spiced ground pork wrapped in betel nut leaf. It's good?
It's beef.
Yeah, I forget the name of it. Oh, it's beef.
We call it bò lá lốt.
What is this?
Nem nướng.
Nam noon?
Yeah,
It's like a type of pork, or it's just a spicy grilled pork, but anyway. That's delicious.
yeah, but
That is, both of those and the betel nut wrapped beef are amazing. Do they put it in soya sauce?
salt,
Salt?
pepper.
Pepper?
And I think they, they use one little hole, and they stir on the red.
Oh, okay.
And
The
the
yolk
white.
and the... So when you bite into it, you're expecting a yolk in the center, but it's just all solid like that. Oh! Wow!
Wow. Oh, looks so nice.
Yeah. It appears to be a potato.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
This củ lùng.
Golong is taro.
Củ lông.
Golong.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
On the outside, it looks like a potato, but it's like kind of spiky. Got these kind of roots growing off of it. Let's just sort of peel it and then just kind of eat it as is. And it's kind of like a little baby fingerling potato.
Very big.
So this is it?
Yep.
And what do you call it?
Cơm cháy.
Gum chai?
This is overcooked rice.
Overcooked rice. Gigantic.
It's crunchy
Yeah?
and smell good. We eat with the sauce.
Sauce?
We wait for the sauce. This is from nước mắm. and
From Nook
sugar.
Mom? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, finally, I get some Nook Mom. It's absolutely addictive. I mean, you could sit here and just eat this stuff all day long.
Dạ chị Thái có sầu riêng không em? Dạ có. Một ly thôi đúng chị?
Well, Toto, we are not in Kansas anymore. This is a cha, which is like all these
Cha.
like little congealed, flavorful pieces of like almost jello in milk, I think.
Yep, milk.
Oh, it's good. With the sao ring, it's sweet.
This is sầu riêng. Yeah, this is sầu riêng. Durian.
Got a little bit of rain last night, it looks like. With a good deal of the roads completely inundated, it looked like we were in for an adventure as we headed back towards Saigon. We are on the way back to Saigon. I think everybody else is on their way back to Saigon as well. This is just sort of a roadside coffee shop kind of a deal where you can just kind of lay in the hammock and take a snooze for a while, rest up a little bit, and then get back on the road. It's nice to have these hammocks. You can just kind of conk out. After about a 4-hour journey, we made it back to Saigon. If there was one thing I learned from this experience, it's that any more long road trips were out. On account of my recent hernia surgery and getting jostled around, I wasn't feeling too good about repeating this adventure. If I was going to explore this country and do it on 2 wheels, I was going to have to seriously get creative. Hey, Joe here. I hope you enjoyed that video of the Vietnamese Lunar New Year, as well as the ride to Can Tho. Just a quick reminder, if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. And as usual, I've included an optional donate link in the drop box for anybody that might like to contribute to this project. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the road.